UK boxing blogger coming right back at you. Right, this is a video about Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is now being branded the biggest pussy in the sport. And why is he being classed the biggest pussy in the sport? Because the guy is now fighting some average fighter, Rod Salka. Why the fuck? Why would he fight a guy that's barely had 20 odd fights, 22 fights, lost a few of them fights, lost to average fighters? Um, you wouldn't even know the guys he's lost to, and he lost. I think he lost, like, not his last fight, but the fight before as well, against Ricardo Alvarez. What can you say? What on earth warrants him fighting Garcia? Nothing. You know, and I'll tell you why I think Garcia is taking this fight. Because Garcia obviously feels the same way as we all did, that he lost that fight to Herrera. He must need confidence. He's doing, like, do you remember all the shit we gave Amir Khan for fighting guys like Molina and Diaz? And you remember Khan come off two defeats, a brutal knockout, getting bullied by an admission fighter of using PEDs, Lamont Peterson. He admitted he got caught cheating in the build-up to the week before the second fight, and he admitted to taking the same viral hormones, testosterone virals, before the build-up to the first fight. So he was cheating. So Khan lost to Peterson, got bullied about, got knocked out by Garcia, and then he needed to rebuild himself. He had a new trainer, so he fought decent guys, much better than Salka, Diaz, and Molina, and everybody was cussing him, rightly so, you know. But he had a lot going on. Why did he need to do that? And why do we all sort of give him a pass? We all gave him a pass, but we all didn't really feel like he deserved the Floyd Mayweather shot, rightly so, even though we might think he had a good chance of beating him because he's got certain attributes that might give Floyd a hard time. But he didn't deserve it with them tune-up fights he was having to build confidence after taking them two big losses. So Amir Khan was a fighter that needed to do that. But what excuse has Garcia got? The only reason why he must be doing this is because he must need confidence. He must feel like that was the worst performance of his career, and it must have mentally feels like a loss. Garcia mentally feels like he lost that fight. That must be a fact. For him to be fighting Salka like this is an admission of his own weakness within his mind now, in my opinion. He's struggling. He needs confidence. But let's not beat up on Garcia too much. The guy has had some real significant wins. He's knocked out Amir Khan. Whether he struggled past Kendall Holt or what, but he's beaten Morales twice, knocked him out devastatingly in the second fight. He's gone on to beat Judah and Matisse. Judah's passed it, but we all know that. But Matisse he beat. And Herrera, yes, he lost that fight in my opinion, but Herrera was no bum. He's beaten Ruslan Pavodnikov before. He's been in there in closest fights with Mike Alvarado and Kareem Mayfield. He beat Kim in one of this fight before the Garcia fight. He beat Garcia. He's no bum, not in the same way as some people were thinking it was a total mismatch. He's been in good company, but getting back to the point, I think we're all dead right. Danny Garcia lost that last fight, and he must be struggling with his confidence, and he's acting as though he lost that last fight because he's coming back with an easy fight. And no, he could have fought Peterson right now because Peterson is a fake champion. He's a drugs cheat. He admitted to using drugs before the Amir Khan win, so he should have lost the belt there and then. And if he didn't lose the belt there and then, he should have definitely lost the belt once he got KO'd by Matisse. He's not even a great world champion. He's got power, but he can't even outbox him. He's a bum. He should never be world champion. Obviously, Hunter in US boxing amateur trainer or whatever, he's heavily involved with the IBF somewhere along the line. That's the only way that guy could get the guy with a hat going on and keeping his belt in that situation. It's a fucking joke, just as much as Danny Garcia choosing to fight. Now, they should both fight each other. Danny Garcia or Wick Peterson, no matter what, he's probably still cheating, but that's my opinion. UK Boxing Blogger out.